Oh, okay, let me just go ahead and now share this with a couple dozen friends here. Man, that sickness really took a lot out of me, but I'm back and better than ever. And now I can, once I get the recording, and friends here. Wait, blah. I can just send this to a couple dozen people here. Send this to a couple dozen people here. Couple dozen people here. Let's send this. We'll put this here as well. Boop. I'm also gonna put this on the self promo tab. Wait. There we go. That should be good enough. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Quint866, and welcome back to Quint Let's Plays. I'm still sick. Welcome back to Quint Let's Play Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet Complete Edition New Game Plus, the finale. We're doing DLC 5. I decided not to do it on Twitch this time because, well, I don't know, honestly. I just kind of felt like doing it on YouTube because I have more of an audience on YouTube than I do on Twitch, so, yeah. But here we are, finale time. The real finale, DLC 5. After the horrible base game ending, DLC packs 1 through 4 definitely showed a lot of promise. Heck, honestly, I even said it myself in the previous videos. I feel like the DLC should have been overhauled into mandatory main game inclusions, but we're not exactly talking about the could have beens now, are we? I'm also just gonna very quickly here check on something else for a minute to make sure the audio is working the way it's supposed to be working, because if it's not, then, well, it makes the entire stream pointless. So let's see. But we're not exactly talking about the could have beens now, are we? Okay, yeah, so that sounds... No. Check on. Yeah, that works. Okay, so with that, we now have the final DLC pack. Now, I want to say right now, to any of you who are wondering, yes, I did more grinding off camera. I did the whole grind for 300. Not in the base game, but in the Abyss dungeon, which resets you back down to level 1, and it sort of works like a roguelike. I also changed my outfits around, but you know what? For the sake of it, I'm going to get myself back into my regular outfit. I also only recently realized I had Kuroha in a different outfit for nearly the entire game, so yeah, it was a little embarrassing to realize. Wait, no, that's not it. I think it was just Battle Code, I think it's called. Wait, actually, wait, where is it? Battle Jacket M, that's it. Okay. I'll, you know, hold on, I'm gonna also take off the glasses too, just so I can at least see what I'm working with here. I'm also gonna take off the hat from my harvesting. I'll keep the optical wings though, or that's the wrong way around. Ah, you know what? We don't need to see it. Whatever. The thing is, though, that I'm kind of scared is that if you go to rewind time, it says your abyssal dungeon progress will be reset. I don't know if that means my level or just the amount of floor checkpoints, but because I'm doing it for the video, let's do it. You want to reset your level? Oh, what? No, of course not. No, I'm gonna powerhouse through this because that's what I do. And on top of that, I do want to try and show all 50 floors of the Abyss Dungeon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that though, but we'll see. The story of the Abyss against I think is back to enjoying your friends. Still one day your friends start to speak. Suddenly a message comes from Kirita's home. You want to talk? Hurry over, concerned. You make way over to Kirita's room. Okay, here we go. Post game time. Well, clearly my artifices unit can still talk, but whatever. So let's leave. Go to Kirito's room, and now we shall begin the Abyss Dungeon DLC, which is arguably the hardest part of the game, in my opinion. Arguably. As you can see, yeah, Kuroha's default outfit is back. I don't know why I had her in, like, the Daisy outfit for 95% of the game. I genuinely forgot. Maybe I, like, gifted it to her and didn't know how to take it off. I don't remember, but whatever.
SBC グロッケンの地下にアルゴが手に入れた噂によれば、そこから SBC フリューゲルでそれがレイちゃんにもまだ誰もフリューゲルにハッキング言い換えればそっかお母さんとつながったマザーコンピューターの不調はアファシスに影響アファシスとのコミュニケーションが取りにくくなり常時デバフ付きの今はまだレイジーちゃんのサポート症状が悪化しちゃうかも。そうね。よし、そうダンジョン攻略。私としてはじゃあ早速。
Alrighty then. Pretty straightforward setup. Let's go. I'm gonna do my best not to let out any spoilers or thoughts I have on spoilers because there is admittedly a scene that did resonate with me, but you may or may not have a couple suspicions why. Anyways. Oh, hey, look, Livra. Totally not a villain. Well, not anymore, anyways. Here. Oh wait, hold on a minute. It's right over there. Oh, I can't fast travel there. Okay, well I'll just fast travel to the teleporter, then move to the dungeon. That's right. Resetting progress also means resetting your fast travel points. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. I'll manage. On top of that, I made sure not to reset my levels, because I don't think you guys want to see me grind for, like, a couple dozen hours here. We've already had plenty of that in the Fire Emblem streams, so yeah, we're not gonna reset me back to level 1. I'm gonna powerhouse this, and the main reason I'm doing that is so I can show you all 50 floors. All of them. Okay, here we go. Now, the thing is, because I have all my gear here, you can see it's still level 300. I still have my equipment. Yeah, this is all good here. I look fucking ridiculous, but you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna remove it to solve the problem that way. I'm also gonna bring my Arphasis unit because obviously I would. And, okay, hold on. I know this is normally illegal, but for this dungeon, I'm bringing in silica. Yes, I'm serious. Now, I know I gave Silica a ton of flack in my video on Minecraft, and I still think she's a terrible character. But she is one of the few healers in the game who can actually last in the later floors, so fine. Useless old Silica actually has a use. But anyways, without further distractions, let us enter the Abyss Dungeon. Okay, yeah, I already know how this works. Wish me luck. Now, what I'm more worried about than, like... the funny thing I'm more worried about is the amount of item storage. I'm gonna have to make pit stops, because I'll eventually fill up on items, have to deposit them, or sell them, preferably. And from there, we shall see what happens. So let's go. I mean, normally all these, you know, normally I'd be level 1, but because I'm not resetting my level, we're just gonna be power tripping. Here we go. This also means I won't have to grind up my party members too, so that's nice. And the good news is this. You don't, for story reasons, you don't need to get to floor 50 of the Abyss Dungeon. Floors like, I think like 15 and beyond are all post-game. Post-game on top of post-game. Whereas for the required story, you only need to get to like floor 12 or 13. I don't remember, but bottom line is, completing the Abyss Dungeon is not mandatory for story. But completing the Abyss Dungeon is mandatory for item collection, on top of 2 incredibly grindy to drop swords that are the Black Cedar blade and the Blue Rose sword, Kirito and Yuji's swords from Alicization respectively, which I really wanted to get, but oh my god, the place in the Abyss Dungeon where they drop them has such a low drop rate that I can't believe I'm saying this. I might not have the patience to go for. Like, literally, I've tried grinding that room. When we get there, if we get there in the stream, you'll see why I don't want to grind that room. But until then... yeah, on top of that, I have my skill loadout for grinding that particular room, because that's something I tried to do. That's not to say I didn't try grinding it, but holy buckets. If you haven't seen the you know, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna let you guys see it when we get there. I mean, you might think, oh, this is way too easy. You're just power tripping. No. Trust me. You're gonna think that I didn't reset my level to 1 for this video, because when we get to the later floors where enemies all start being the same level as you, yes, level 300 enemies, something you never, I repeat, never see in the base game at all. You never see it. Even Quint Nitra on extreme mode caps at level 285. Meanwhile, in the Abyss Dungeon, you could have the goddamn fastest smiles, my most hated enemy type in the. Okay, well, next to the big, dumb, stupid robots. Have them at level 300, and do not think having good gear is gonna save you. It won't. They will shred you. Like, later Abyssal dungeons require almost specific move loadouts just to get by. It is crazy. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, we shall enjoy the smooth sails. Smooth sails. And luckily, I can get all the story that's mandatory for now. On top of an ending that, you know what? I'm going to say right now, does redeem the shitty base game ending. Like, the shitty base game ending. Itsuki's betrayal, shafting Death Gun, a big, dumb, stupid robot who is way too fucking easy. Like, seriously. Last Judgment / the GM is way too easy of a final boss. I know I went in over leveled. But after having to fight so many robots, why would I not level myself to just trivialize them? And on top of that, hey, you want to know what the funny thing is? Last Judgment / the GM isn't a badly designed boss, in my opinion. The problem is that you fight him in a way that just completely negates any of the impact he could have had. Now, luckily, like I said, Last Judgment is not a badly designed boss, and I think you'll see why when we get to a later floor. Until then, though, I'm gonna keep hush on. Grapple! No, I might just ignore some of the enemies at this rate, because, like, I mean, there's not really any reason for me to farm them besides maybe getting item drops to have better accessories with better memory chips. But as far as weapons go, I'm absolutely set. I don't need any more weapons, so I'll probably be turning those into self-honor, which actually isn't a bad idea in the Abyss Dungeon, because money does not carry over. Even after you've already grinded, there still will be things you'll need to grind for. Next floor! Most notably, I want memory chips that are rare item drop rates up. I want that to get the 2 swords that I really want to get, but who knows if I'll even be able to get those, honestly. And honestly, like, even though I'm power tripping now, I'm telling you guys, I know I'm repeating myself, but we might be here for a couple hours, because even though I know what comes on the later floors, I still took multiple attempts just to reach the final floor because of one incredibly devious and insanely difficult fight, and that fight just so happens to be the place where it drops the 2 swords. So not only in order to get these incredibly rare swords, you have to fight the hardest battle in the entire game, in my opinion, but also you have to do all the floors before and after it. And even though the game says all the floors are randomly generated, they're not. They're not randomly generated, but you can see that they resemble certain dungeons you've gone through in the game, but the order which they appear is random. Now, luckily, between every checkpoint, you'll be able to know which floors spawn on, like, which number. And there's a checkpoint right before the final 4 floors. So what I did was I reloaded the checkpoint over and over until I got the hard room first. Did that. Then I could do the other 2 rooms, which, while not exactly easy, are less bullshit than that one. And then finally fight the secret final boss, who, actually, you know what? Pretty good, all things considered. And as you can see, yes, I'm still rocking shotguns and SMGs because they're that good of a combo. Although, I did learn a few things. Yeah, take out the stupid fastest smiles. I know they're called fastest similes. I know they're not actually pronounced that way, but I call them fastest smiles because of a recurring joke on the channel. Don't really need to use gadgets. I can just checking my the stupid freaking fastest smiles. Never gonna be taken seriously for calling them that, but whatever. I'm already overweight. Oh, grand. I'm already overweight. See, that's another thing that annoys me because you get so many items. I mean, thank God you do, but because you do, you're gonna have to make a few pit stops back at the lobby. So you better hope you're near a checkpoint floor when that happens. Else you'll be moving. I mean, luckily you can still move fast if you run, but I mean, you're not always gonna have the room to do that. Now, luckily these enemies absolutely will not down me, so there's not too much worries there. And luckily, some of these floors you can just run through, but a handful of them have rooms where you have to kill enemies in order to open doors. So be wary of that. Grapple. There we go. Took me a while to get into range. Look at them. They can't kill me. Yeah, see, barely any damage. I healed off because I have auto healing, because of course I would. And wait, hold on, there's a text message here. Nope. I take it back. Just a random spam email that I'm most definitely not gonna read. To the next floor. Let's see what the next checkpoint floor is. I believe it's number 7. I think. I don't know though. So, anyways, yeah, I think it's number 7 is the next checkpoint floor. I believe. Yeah, checkpoint floor 7. Okay, well I can blitz my way through 2 more floors, and this one's a boss floor because it has just the teleporter. Also, here's another thing. Here's another thing that helps out. You can tell what floor you spawned on, not only by the appearance, but also the music. So if you hear a boss theme, then you'll know you'll be fighting a boss. Or if you hear no music in like the entrance area, you'll be fighting a boss. So yeah. But I'm long ranging this thing with a shotgun. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Let's get some accessories from that. That's kind of nice. I mean, to be fair though, they're not legendary, so they'll probably have less memory chips. Let alone memory chips I actually want. What I really want is rare item drop rate memory chips. Those are the ones I really, really want. And preferably at higher values. But honestly, the likelihood of that is pretty small, all things considered. I'll take this. Unappraised launcher that I will not use because launchers suck in this game. Like, bro. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Why are launchers so bad in this game? Yeah, they're not meant to be particularly accurate. The problem is, in so many situations where you could choose between a rocket launcher or a powerful full auto weapon, the powerful full auto weapon does more damage, which makes no sense to me. Rocket launchers were more viable in the early game, which, okay, I guess makes sense. But even then, you're not going to have the money, let alone the skills to make full use of them. So, like, rocket launchers are just not good in this game. On top of being heavy, on top of the fact that the damage they give is pretty quickly outclassed, and don't even get me started on the fact that landing a rocket launcher against the fastest smile, they'll just stray 2 feet, and even though there's an AoE explosion, it doesn't matter. It just won't do the damage. The explosive damage does less damage than the actual cutscene time.
ちょっと甘やかしすぎじゃないです？そう？じゃあなわけないでしょ。まだでもありがとうね。はいはい、ごちそうさまです。
それじゃ。
どうしたのキリト君。
誰だ、出てこい。
Let me say right now, that's a cool freaking looking armor, if I'm being honest.
私たちはあなたと腹の探り合いをしているような自分のまま停止者だから何かしているんだ。2人ともストップ。ヒュダさんの言うこと、マスターが仲間に入れたんだからごめんなさいねレイ。仲直りしろ。もちろんよ。
そうだな。
じゃあ急がなくちゃ。ちょっと皆さん、何かあったら。何レイちゃん。リエール、さっきから君細かいところは分かりというか言いたいことがあったらですさあ。
So that's Hydra. Sick armor. I just want to say now, really sick armor. Like, that thing actually looks pretty freaking cool. But whatever. Okay, so next floor. I still have to go to the next floor in order to bank the checkpoint and then go back to the, the starting portal, which you spawn at, to go out to deposit or sell my items, which is what I'm going to do. So, yeah, let's do that. Once it loads. Okay, so now we shall retreat and sell the items that are weighing us down. Sorry about that. What? Oh. Okay. Wait. Blah. No. Eagles appraisers, y'all do. Because I have items that are unappraised, so I might as well appraise them. Yep. And now we also sell. Gonna sort by power, because really power is the one thing you're gonna want here. So sell all the things that are not powerful, and you should be good. That should be good, yes. We also sell accessories that have absolutely zero memory chips. No, wait, no. Rarity, there we go. Sell the ones that don't have any memory chips. Don't need melee defense, don't need poison damage, don't need gadget attack, don't need electromagnetic stun resistance, don't need optical defense, don't need blaze damage, don't need... Actually, no, I don't. Metals acquired +1, dex 18, nah. Just 14. Honestly, heck, I could probably sell most of these, honestly. Yeah, because none of these have rare item drop rate, which is what I'm looking for. Here's my friends. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that either. I don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, I'll keep that just in case. Hmm. Rare item drop rate, but that's only 0.98%. Regular item drop rate, 17. God, why can't that be on the rare? Come on! Whatever, okay. I think I'll sell this off. That should be good for now. That should free up my inventory enough to blitz my way through a few more floors. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. So far, so good. I'm not as talkative because, like I said, I was sick earlier in the stream, so I'm not nearly as chatty as I normally am. But whatever. Now, the thing is, I do believe that it's still going to be tricky for me to get through some segments. Like, here's the thing. These early floors are no problem. But as early as, like, floor 20, enemies start getting pretty strong. I mean, it's going to be no problem for me because I'm level 300. But there are a few other things the Abyss Dungeon does. Because you may think, okay, well, I've already seen all these dungeons, because they're reused from the main game. So, like, you know, if you memorize everything, like me, who knows the game like the back of your hand, it should be no problem, right? Well, it's not that simple, because they'll do things like swapping enemies, like, you'll have a dungeon that looks really familiar, but then they'll put, like, two giant freaking scorpions, or put a boss in arena that you weren't expecting, or maybe put a really cramped hallway full of bomber fastest smiles. You see, like, right here, these two scorpions were not there. This is where you fought Judgment System. There's a ton of bees. So the Abyss Dungeon does do some things to mix it up. On top of later floors, especially being difficult, that require you to go through things in a whole different way. It is crazy. Luckily, however, like I said, we'll be wait. No. Ha! Treasure chest! Well, since I've done that one, because I haven't played God of War, because I beat it. I didn't do the DLC, but I will at some point, but probably not on stream, honestly. Okay. Like I said, you can tell what dungeon you'll be in because of the music that plays. So, like, and that's how I usually tell whether or not I get the Alicization sword fight room. I have another name I call it, but you guys will be pretty shocked to see what it is when we get there. Because, like, at first, let me tell you, at first, I thought the room wasn't going to be too bad based on what it was I was fighting. But when I actually fought it, oh god, it's a whole different story. And keep in mind, if you want to get the Blue Rose or Giga Center, you have to fight it multiple times. There is no way you are getting the drop on the first try. Open the door, thank you. Alrighty. Reload! Well, more like put on my buffs, because that's what I should be doing realistically. I might actually do one more stream after this. Something I wanted to do was just what I call a complete run. Where I go out and I do like every single dungeon, fight every single boss back to back. I'm tempted to do that, but I'm also like kind of don't want to do that because like, I mean, for one, now think about it, I have to do the Abyss dungeon too. No, you know what? Nope, scratch that. I am not doing everything and all 50 floors of the Abyss Dungeon, especially when the Abyss Dungeon reuses floors on the dungeons, especially the long ones, a lot. Like, look. I might say the Meteorological Research Institute is one of my favorite dungeons in the game, but I do not want to do all those switch puzzles a minimum of 3 times across Abyss Dungeon floors. Like, that shit is not fun. Yeah, see these bombers? I don't think were here before. Opens. Grapple. You down. You down. Yank it. There we go. I see my shadow over there. That was kind of cool. Reload. Right, I'll take this. You did. Climb up the stairs. Put on my fortress because it's that good. Like I said, why would you ever use armor form when human fortress is just objectively better? I mean, you'd use armor form if you have human fortress 1, but once you get human fortress 2, 3, and 4, never need to use armor form. And I don't think it stacks. Like, if human fortress stacked with armor form, I'd say okay, maybe. But to my knowledge, I don't think it does. I could be wrong on that, but I'll freaking engineer Fastest Smiles. Yeah, Fastest Smiles. I hate them. Bro, I hate them. What is it with all the robot enemies being all the annoying ones? And, like, over half of the enemies in this game are robots. I mean, sure, it makes damage versus mechas that much better, but, like, I'll just put that on, like, weak point damage up and critical rate and all that. Oh, okay, depending on the gun you're using, that is. Ah, treasure chest! Sorry about that. Next! So now I think we're coming up on the floor, I think. Yeah, da. Nah, it's not it. I think it probably is floor 11 now that I think about it, because that's what the checkpoint is. Yeah, that's probably it, probably. Okay, reload! And then we'll apply my buffs more accurately. I'll take this if you don't mind, eh? A thing over here. Yep. Okay, so far so good. Grapple. There we go. Apply my buffs. Might as well. Luckily, however, there's no skill EXP. I should bring that up. Luckily, you don't need to grind for proficiency in order to unlock skills. You just need to have the stats in order to equip them. So that's nice. They did cut down the grinding somewhat in the Abyss Dungeon. And you know what? To be fair, it's actually faster to grind in the Abyss Dungeon thanks to challenge missions, which are usually just kill 10 enemies with an SMG, kill 10 enemies with a sniper, kill 10 enemies with a launcher. God forbid that one. But yeah, so grinding in the Abyss Dungeon to get to level 300 is much quicker than grinding the base game. Like, I literally got to level 300 in the Abyss Dungeon before I got to level 300 in the base game. It's like that easy. Challenge missions on later floors give like 16 million EXP, which makes you go up like at least 3 levels. So yeah, milk those challenge missions as much as you can. If you want to get that EXP, which why would you not? Especially on the later floors, which I've been alluding are really freaking difficult. And, like, to be fair, I do appreciate the game having a sudden difficulty spike in the Abyss Dungeon. I do appreciate that. But I'm not going to lie when I say sometimes it can be kind of ridiculous. Like, there are some floors that if you don't have a certain loadout, you're not winning. Like, I'm just gonna straight up say right now, on certain floors, if you don't have a certain loadout, you ain't winning. Because you either A, won't be doing the damage the game expects you to do, or you'll just get a ton of status effects put on you that will basically just weigh you down even further. Okay, well, I think I went the wrong direction. Oh, it's up there. Well, I can't. Well, I'm not grappling here. Like, I gotta get to higher ground first. Yeah, I can probably grapple from if it this. Probably grapple from it, jump, and then. Aha! Resourceful. That's I think the first time I've done a double grapple successfully. Okay, so now we go in here. Going up the. Oh, damn it. Okay, grapple. Grapple. I can kill the biogem. They're not so bad. The green doors, I can just run past them. Okay. I think. Yep, that's it right there. Strange. Big open area with no boss. You don't see that every day. You really don't see that every day. Okay, yeah, so I believe this is the floor where the story, in quotation marks, concludes. Yep, this is it. You can see you can't do the teleporter up there. They put a treasure chest there just to spite you. Oh no, wait. They put it there so that when you come back and you go there, you grab that, going to the next one. Okay. But yeah, doesn't this arena look really, really familiar? Well, it should, because you probably have a good idea of what's to come just by looking at this arena. Also going to apply my gadget buffs, even though I don't really need to. I think I could probably cheese this problem. Well, let's see. Hello, Last Judgment. Bye, Last Judgment. Oh, I'll take those. Yeah, this is definitely not the way I wanted to show off how when I said this boss is well designed. But trust me, you'll see when we reach floor 50. Of course it's not dead. All right, yeah, this could be seen coming a mile away, but you know what? I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, even though the twist is really obvious. I do appreciate it. And you know what? Now we can team up to stop the big bad. Let's go. And goodbye, Malevolent Judgment. Okay, I know. Okay, look. I say this ending is better, but you'll see why. I know the fight doesn't look like it's better because I'm cheesing it, but when you're at level 30 yourself, it is easy to appreciate.
それは私も聞きたいわ。企んでる。ね。こうなったら質問には答えるよ。ただ、答えられないこともあったと直に言ったね、君は。調査？最近、GCO への干渉が確認されているらしくてね。僕は、とある機関の依頼を受けまさか、こんなに早く。痕跡、とある機関。ごめん。でも、あまり詳しく話そう。 これは奉仕活動の一部なんだ。僕は諜報活動に向いているらしくてね。今は雑誌へのネクスト。まさか
Yep, Kikuoka. You know what? It's kind of funny now that I think about it. This actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, Kikuoka did something similar for Eiji, where he basically gave him a job, saved Shigemura as well as Yuna, so I guess it does make sense now that I stop and think about it.
ちょっとな。あんな事件を起こした僕が堂々うっかり君たちと会ってしまったけど、あそこでビームからかかった。普通の攻撃が当たって HP が出る何か理由があったの。確かにそんなことを言って。本当によくその通りだよ。デスガンの時のように現実の命を落とすこの世界での命を。どういうことだ。データ消去されるのさ。やっぱり僕の言葉には何の裏付けもない。その人の言っていること本当なの。リエル、あの攻撃を受けた時、その時はわからなかったですけど、おそらく君が無事でもともとこのゲームに存在する私だから助かった。あの攻撃が君にこの世界で出会った。たとえ現実と違う。また長話しちゃったかな。さて、そう改まって言われると、でもこの任務を命じられた時、あんなことをしておいて、でもそれは君に会ってしまうだろうという遊びで君に会った時もありがとう。そしてごめん。魔王が英雄の仲間になるような展開は、それに僕は一文字だけ受け取っておくよ。君そうまで言われたら、正直君に会ったら本当にいいのかい？そうね、いつきさん。でも仕方ないわ。このままもう二度と裏切らないで。私も構わない。あなたにはつなぎ止めてくれる人。ラブギアを使って他人の命をもてあそんだ。そうだね。だけどこの世界で出会った誰かを失いたく命をかけて誰かをその思いをしたのなら、だからリーに二度と裏切らないし、僕はもう神を信じていないけど、魔王が何かを誓うなんて。今やっている仕事をきちんと終えたら必ず君の前に。ありがとう。そうだ、君が仮想世界に来た理由、そしてここ。そうだね、君は僕も。それじゃあまた。
And there you go. Itsuki's redeemed. Which, you know what? I know some people are probably going to say, well, okay, that was surprisingly quick. But, you know, I think it's fair. I think it's fair because, like, one, let's be real here. If you can forgive Akechi from Persona 5, you can most definitely forgive Itsuki. I mean, seriously, Akechi actually killed people. Like, they're actually dead. Itsuki, on the other hand, while he made an attempt, because of the true ending, he didn't actually kill anyone. So, you know what? I think it's fair.
それじゃ
みんなレイちゃんのこと懐かしい仲間が戻ってリエーブルももちろんどうしてもって言うなら
And there you go. You know what? For all my bitching and complaining about the base game, I'll be honest. I think that this feels like a more fitting ending. You know, I mean, yes, I know there's still the last floor of the Abyss Dungeon I gotta do. But for where they chose to end this game story, I feel like it's fair. You know, Itsuki's back with the crew. We're all together. Let's go play a game. You know, I feel like that's like, I'm not going to act like this story is great. It's really not like that good of a story, even by SAO standards. But for what this DLC did to try and fix what the base game got wrong, I think they made a show of good faith here. And this very, very last shot where you have everyone there, including Livra and Itsuki, actually feels pretty meaningful. Like, I do like that. Also, including the DLC characters. You know, like, it just feels like straight up redemption. For the base game ending, where, whether or not you did the bad or good ending, someone was gone. Hirahara Zeliska. But here, everyone's back. We're all together, we're happy, and there you go. We can now do the lower floors of the Abyss Dungeon. But, honestly, God, I kind of don't want to is the thing. I genuinely kind of don't want to. Anyways, well, tell you what, I might do another stream later on where I do the rest of the Abyss Dungeon, but as of this stream, I'm gonna call it Quitsies. But, you know, now that I am here, now that I've completed most of my streaming for Fatal Bullet, I want to say two things. One, I really enjoyed this game. The gameplay was really addicting. As a Sword Art Online fan, this game had a lot I really appreciated about it. And while I will admit the story is not good, it did have some moments, and it was nice to see more of Gun Gale Online in a way we didn't get to see in either Phantom Bullet or the GGO alternative arcs. On top of some novelties like seeing characters in their GGO designs, or even characters like Sachi or Yujiro who weren't in GGO get GGO designs. So, and honestly, because I got this game for only like $15 with all the DLC, if it's ever on sale and you really want a good shooter, pick it up. I think you'd like it. I mean, don't really get too into the story. Now that I think about it, you kind of need to be an SAO. That's another thing actually about the story. That is another thing. You need to be caught up with SAO in order to fully enjoy the story. And even then, like I said, the story's still not great. And this includes the gameverse, you know, because of characters like, you know, Straya and Fila, who were, you know, game exclusive. Same thing with, you know, Premiere and Rain. Like, you really can't, you really, like, genuinely, you need to be caught up with SEO. And that even includes arcs that come after Phantom Bullets. Because, you know, Gabriel Miller, aka Sunlighter's here, you need to have seen, you know, Alicization for Yujo and Alice. You know, all the, you know, the freaking, the GGO cast, Len, Fukajiro, Pitohui, M, you know, like, and there's even some side characters like Yamakaze and Musketeer X. Like, it's safe to say you need to be caught up with SAO to fully enjoy the story. But because the story isn't particularly good in this game, it's really hollow at the end of the day. But the gameplay is really addicting. Some of the bosses, outside of the goddamn stupid robots, are pretty fun to fight. And there's a very rewarding gameplay loop here. Which is funny because I looked up online when I was looking up what games are like this that I'd like. Someone suggested Monster Hunter Rise. In fact, well, there you go. And you know what? Hold on. Before we end the stream, let's see how many hours I put into this game. Now, not all of it. Not all of it. 200 hours. Yeah, not all of it. It was from me playing on stream, obviously. I did a lot of grinding off stream, among other things. But yeah, I played this game for 200 hours or more. And I got this game for like $15 on sale. And honestly, even paying $60 and going for 100%, that's nothing to sneeze at. I played Monster Hunter Rise for 135 or more, and that game has DLC too. But with that being said, that is, for now anyways, Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. I'm Quint866. Have a good one, and thanks for stopping by.